let's be our most comfortable self. Let's feel free. Please ask me to be free. I'm obviously free.
Feel
I'm
yourself.
obviously free.
Feel yourself.
When I was young.
Dun.
Are you free?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable?
You're gonna lose your breath again. You know that.
Okay.
I've noticed that, like, when you're nervous, like, you lose your breath.
Was I noticed?
Yes, yesterday.
No. Oh, when I was trying to shoot that video, hey. Anyway, it's because people were watching. Not people, but like my family. I hate it so bad. Anyway. Hello my lovely people, my supporters, my family. I am Olorato and welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please welcome to the entertainment, my darlings. And if you're my returning subscriber, welcome for more entertainment, my darlings. So in today's video, I'm going to be having a chat with my little sister. Chats about life experiences. So I'm just gonna let everything to her so that she can introduce herself. Introduce yourself, girl.
Hi guys, my name is Negativety. I'm Olorato's sister.
Yeah. Little sister.
Yeah, little sister.
She's my little sister. So guys, now I'm gonna just, we are going to just tell you everything that you would like to know. So let's get right into this video.
I will give you what you wanting. Baby, come and chop my money. Baby, back to the dance thing. Baby.
Okay, my first question is, how do you feel about friendships? Like, how do you understand the term friendship?
You see now, people take friendships so easily these days. So to me, friendship means the world. Means everything to me. But friendship is something that you need to be careful with.
Okay.
Like, friendship, you have to be honest in friendship. Relationship with someone you are close to. You have to trust one another. You have to believe in one another, and don't let anyone influence you to not be friends.
Okay, the way I take friendships, friendship is something that it's an affection in between like two people who adore each other like in a friendly way, not intimately. And in friendship, a person is supposed to be free in everything that they do with you.
Comfortable.
Comfortable, yes. You're supposed to not feel that you're not loved at any cost in that relationship. You understand? And in friendship is something that involves everyone's opinion. Like, if you feel like something is wrong in a relationship, you should be free to communicate with that person.
Because if you don't communicate, how is that person, particular person, gonna know how you feel about that person? If something is wrong,
how you feel about a certain thing in the relationship. Yeah, you seem so affectionate about this friendship term. Like, do you have a friend?
I mean, I do have,
like, outside your family. Not I'm not involving any of your families, like your parents or anything like that, but just outside. Do you have any friends out there, like in school?
Yes, I do. I have this friend. She's very negative in some kind of way. I don't know if you guys understand, but this person is a very negative person. Like, there's this other time we were kids, but I'm still a child. but we were even younger than now.
Okay.
I went there, we were still playing with the Barbie dolls and stuff like that. Yeah. So I went with my Barbie doll dream house there. In minutes, she was fuming with anger. She broke my toys. She threw them out of my yard. And you know, the kind of a person I am is, I'm a very sensitive person. Not physically, but emotionally. So since that time, she's been negative.
So you feel like that's where you've actually like learned what actual friendship is? Like what did you actually do after that incident? What did you
We stopped talking for a while, and my mother was like, I was crying a lot because you know, when you're a child and you lose a friend, it's like, hey, you are losing a toy or something. Yeah.
So okay, you're saying that your mom was the one who taught you like the friendship?
How like challenges works between friendship and things.
Okay.
But then I do have 2 other friends, and those people are like my best friends.
Okay.
My best friends.
Okay. Do you have any other challenge that you have faced along the time of like growing up? Like what challenge is that if you do have it?
I mean, I shouldn't like say the what is this? But what is this? Wait. What is this? Not the deep kind of things, like just the normal sort of things. Okay. Like the challenges I know is that don't let anyone influence you to do things that you feel that you shouldn't do. Don't let them think another kind of way. And actually, never let anyone think that you are a bad person or you don't deserve things you have, or I'm just a bad person, sort of.
So basically, you're talking about peer pressure and all those things. Like you've been pressured before to do certain stuff that you didn't want to do. And have you been blackmailed before? Have you been blackmailed by anyone? Just any of your friends, your family?
Personally, this is gonna be very funny. Like I'm easily blackmailed.
Yeah.
I'm a very, I don't know, guys, how to say this, but I'm a kind person, and a lot of people take advantage of that. So yeah, I would say I've been blackmailed before.
Do you have any question for me?
Okay, how do you face negative things?
Okay.
What type of things do you do to face your negative things?
Okay. Most of my time, most of the time when I have like a negative impact in my life, I literally just avoid stuff. Most of the things that I experience that bring negativity in my life, I avoid them. But in some things, I can say, at some point you just have to like face
Yes,
things.
sometimes you cannot avoid them.
Yes. Some things you can't avoid them. So
like when you're in that situation, how do you handle it?
The situation, at most times, at some point you just have to like cry and stand up, do the things that you have to do just to get rid of the negativity. Yeah. You understand?
Somehow at some point you have to face
your negativity. So let's say maybe I have this one of my friends is trying to force me into doing something, as you said. And then I just feel like I don't want to do this, and at the same time I just don't want to lose this friend. that's something that you can't avoid, right?
Yes. That
So-
has happened to me like a lot of times.
Exactly.
When-
So I'm saying that's a negativity in one's life. So when something like that happens to me, I feel like I would just have to cry and just let that friend go. Because at some point I can't just let a negativity into my life.
And then you'll be like, I can face this. I can
Because
do
once I experience something that's negative in my life and I just let it be, it's going to affect me even more. Like there's more negativity coming into my life,
not
So-
that person's.
not that person's life. So that's why I'm just at some
That
point-
person thinking that I am doing a great job.
Exactly my point. So if not distance, I just have to, let that friend know that I'm actually just leaving them. But at most of my time I just distance myself from them. So yeah.
Okay, next question.
Mm-hmm. You have a question for me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
How do you let go of a negative person but you love that person? You cannot live in daily basis without that person, but the person is just so negative.
Well, as I've said it before, I cry and let go. To be honest, Nessa, I'm so selfish. I'm one of the most selfish people I've ever met in my life. So once I meet a selfish person, I'd rather just cry in my everyday life than have that person in my life to just ruin it every single day. I don't know if you get me.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'd rather just cry every single day or have a negative mindset or just do everything that's negative on my own other than having anyone to come into my life and just, spill negativity. So I'm just that kind of a person.
Okay.
Who's just
But you know, when you do
selfish.
that, it's like everything is coming back to you. Let me say you're being selfish towards me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You cannot expect me, like, you know me, but you don't know my friend. And then you just forget about you being selfish. Like, what is the selfish to me? And my friend just comes into your life, completely ruins everything. So now, that is why I say, like, most people say this, even in the book, the ultimate book,
Mm-hmm.
the Bible says, do to people like how you want people to do to you.
Mm.
So you'd rather just go by that rule. Like me, if you are kind to me, I'll be more than kind to you.
Mm.
If you are rude to me, I don't know what to do. I will just leave you. I won't be rude to you back. I'm just gonna leave you and let you to experience it by yourself.
So what you're saying now is, let's say I'm negative. You're negative towards me, and then I just let you go, and then your friend comes to my life and then ruins my life. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Obviously, and
People,
at
Nessa.
the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
someone is also gonna be rude to you, without knowing that you were rude to someone else.
Okay, those things they do happen, but at some point I've actually given you this statement already. If someone is negative into my life and then I notice that's where I actually let them go. I'm very selfish with my own well-being. So if you come into my life, be the most selfish person,
Mm-hmm.
not based on well-being, but being negative towards my life,
Mm-hmm.
I will let you go because I'm selfish with my well-being. Understand? So let's say your friend comes into my life just to ruin it because I let you go. If I notice that your friend is negative, I'm gonna let your friend go too. So that's how I manage my life. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So now let's talk about boyfriends.
The weirdest subject ever.
It's life experiences, my darling. We are gonna have to talk about everything. So now I'm asking you, do you have a boyfriend or have you ever had one? Or are you looking forward to someone? Like, do you have a crush? Just someone that you looking at? Let me take a cupcake.
Okay, now people, this is the weirdest subject ever. Like the most uncomfortable subject. Okay. I mean, I once had one. Just to experience it.
In grade?
I think it was somewhere last year.
What grade are you in now?
5.
Okay.
Once.
And how was it? Tell me about it. Tell me about,
The person was not a good person. How was that? You know, when you are blinded, now you can't even see how the person is. You see, now that's the problem. You don't know how the person is, if they will be able to take care of you or anything. But the person was the worst person.
Worst, like how is he the worst person? Like, what did he do to be that worst person?
Like, he was making people impressed.
How? Like, was he?
He was trying to be impressive towards people about me.
Oh, so he was using you to.
Yes, and I was not there. And also wanted me.
So what are you saying? You're saying that he used you as an object to impress his friends? So basically he didn't actually love you. He just dated you because he wanted people to know that, oh, I'm dating this girl. Is that
The guy liked me
Mm-hmm.
and also wanted to impress his friends. Why would you do that? Why?
Okay.
And another thing, the person, I wouldn't describe him as a person. He's not a human. He was the weirdest person ever.
Would you ever go into a relationship like ever again?
I don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
I don't.
Why
I want to get married someday, if it will happen.
Would you? Okay.
If God allows me to get married.
Okay. Let's say you do get married. Like, do you view marriage as something that is like necessary? Like, do you is it a must to be married? Like, would you just do anything to get married?
Marriage is not a must. Marriage, you know what the meaning of marriage is, guys?
What is the meaning of marriage?
People think marriage is like a trap. It is not a trap. It's when you know, that's why people don't get married twice, thrice, anything. Get married once. Because when you get married, that person is making sure that, hey, Batum, I have the one. You see? It's like when you it's like taking your relationship to the next level. But now, which means you are mine. See?
Yeah, okay. Like you're officially mine.
Yes.
Okay. Let's say you go into a relationship with this boy and you kind of just, you kind of just love him to the point where you can't go a day without thinking about him.
Yes.
And then it happens that he ends up forcing you, to do certain stuff that you don't feel comfortable with. Would you just rather do those things because you love that person, or would you just let him know that you're not comfortable with those things, and then if he doesn't understand, what are you going to do?
What was I gonna do about it? If I said, guys, when I say no, I say no. If you don't understand, leave it. Take it or leave it. Exactly. Yes.
Okay, like from my side, yeah. kind of
And
boring.
also, if the person like gonna say, I'm not comfortable, and the person will be like, okay, it's fine. I'm not gonna leave the person. Understand?
If you,
But
are
if
you
he's-
saying if you tell that person that you're not comfortable, then they understand?
Yes.
Okay, that's when you're not gonna leave the person. Okay. Okay. Continue.
If he doesn't understand, he must just know, boy, bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Proud girl. I'm proud of you.
Bye.
So as your sister, I've been in that experience. You know, I've been in a relationship with certain people who actually kind of like wanted to force me into doing certain things. Not to say that I did agree, but I was at that point of, you know, agreeing to doing those things. You go through those challenges.
Yes.
You just end up feeling so guilty, like, oh my gosh, this person loves me, you know, they do this for me, so I'm to them, let them do anything that they want with me. That's not a good thing, okay? It's not good, because at some point you're the one that's gonna regret everything that you've done with those people, you understand? And at the end of the day, you just kind of regret, you kind of just not regret, I've said the word regret. You kind of just feel trapped in the relationship. At some point you ended up just not being happy, you understand?
Yes.
In the relationship. And then when, especially when that person leaves, like in the relationship, and at most of the time they do leave, you know,
Yeah,
they just feel like they're tired. People get tired. You get tired of relationships and all these things. When he's tired, like, of you, he's just done with everything that you've given to him, they move on to the next.
Yes.
Child, seems like you're not listening.
I am listening to you very carefully.
They move on to the next, and you just kind of might have depression and all those things.
Yes.
All negative thoughts in your life, which that person has left in your life, and you don't want that, right? Yeah. So I'm very glad that you've, you know, had any experience of a relationship sort, and you're learning. I'm proud. So do you have any question for me?
Let me think. Come on, let's think. You. Okay. Have you ever felt? Not have you ever felt? What can I ask you though? Who? Do you have a best friend? Let me ask you.
I do.
And how did you and that person basically meet?
It was in December, somewhere in December. I think 20. It was it 2016. It was somewhere in 20. December, somewhere in December 2017.
Yes.
When. No. Yes.
Oh.
No, it was 2016, somewhere in December.
Yes.
When I was moving to Bampierstad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was on my way to her place, actually, with my cousins. My cousins knew her, and I kind of just grew up with her, but I didn't take her, like, I didn't have that kind of relationship with her when I was young. So my cousin used to tell me about her, and I was like, I don't know that person. Until we went to her house, you know, we had a chat, all of us with my cousins. We're more into them. Yeah. So we just kind of like just chilled, and I kind of enjoyed her company. So every single time, because I just moved to Babis, that she was the only friend that I had. And even now she's still the friend that I have there. So yeah, I kind of had friends as time went by, but she was the only one who was loyal to me. So yeah, that's how we met.
Is she a negative person in any sort of way towards you?
I mean, if there's anything negative, I've never noticed. But as for now, I've never, like, she's not negative, man. She's just, as that friend, she's always like giving advices. When I'm making a mistake, she's always like, no, friend, you're not supposed to do that. Like, she's that person who's so sweet and just loves giving advices and just does not like all those wrong moves. Like, anytime when you're just doing something wrong, she's just always there to give advices and kick my ass at some point. Like, if I'm doing something wrong,
Yes.
It's either she gives an advice, and if I don't listen, she will
Let you figure it out on your own.
yes, or slap the hell out of me. Not. Yay! It doesn't hurt. She doesn't slap to a point where like I get hurt. She's just like, hey, you're not doing something that's right. Yeah, that's how she.
Okay. Okay. Maybe you have a question for me, maybe?
Obviously, I have a question for you. School-based, how is everything going? Like, your school.
My life is going great. That is fine. School is actually great. Great. I mean, my school is the best.
Is it?
Yes. I enjoy my time at school.
Okay, how do you view relationships as in like mother, actually parents type of relationship? Like, how do you think like parents should kind of like take care of their own kids?
Now that's the best question. This is how you're supposed to give. This is how you're supposed to parent. You should always try to spend time with your kids if you have kids. And sometimes also have your time with your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife.
As a parent?
Yeah, as a parent. But try to spend time with your kids because guys, your kids are growing up very fast. And there's where a certain type of a point where they don't want anything to do with you, complaining, you haven't been giving us time, something like that. Yes. And sometimes it will be like, what is this? There will be, what is this?
Continues?
No, man.
There'll be what?
They will be trying to go away from you as much as possible.
Oh, yeah.
As much as possible.
So
I would say to all those parents, yeah, give your children time. Because your children are not always there. Remember, your children are gonna go from all these what is this, grades, finish school, go to university, and with just there by university, just there by university, there will be especially from grade 8. Let me start there. They won't have time for you. They will be there having friends, going to parties, doing all the sort of wrong things and thinking it's right because of they want to get away from you as much as possible. And in university, you won't be seeing your kids.
So, like, from my point of view, as a teenager, obviously, I feel like parents should have more
support.
Support for their children. Communicate with their children. Say, like, if you expect something that like good from your child, you're supposed to be able to like give them, that mindset of like you should do this just in order to make me proud as your mother, but teach your kids like to do good things, just so maybe if they make mistakes in life, you know that you've taught them something, other than just having a child out there not teaching them anything. Why are you doing that? You're not supposed to be standing
Oh
up.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Not just you know, you should teach your kids good things to do before they just go out there, meet people, and kind of just make mistakes. Because once they make mistakes, you're gonna regret in life that, you know, if I would have taught her this, this is what should
That is not gonna happen.
this was not gonna happen, you know. If I would have, you know, just given her this advice, this wouldn't have happened. So try to teach your kids like something that's going to like impact them positively
In the future.
And as they grow as well, because as kids we grow, we meet people, people teach us certain things, and we kind of just forget that we still have a future to depend on. So just teach us some things. Teach us the world outside. Tell us about your lives, you know. Tell us about experiences out there, just so we can be, you know, aware of the things that we're going to meet in the future. You understand? So yeah, that's it from us. Do you have any question?
No.
She doesn't. So like that's all we can give you guys. We thank you, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Absolutely, definitely you did if you've reached this part. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to come back. Bye.
Bye.